All right, first position again. This is like the 5th game in a row, maybe the 3rd game in a row. First position. It's a real shame. Armand almost got to me. He almost got to me. Film Dedo Chimarki. These are reasonably good techs. Wow. What a row. Does the row say we have to pick like Rhombur? What are the Talaxi cards? They're just okay. Huh. This is an incredible row. Yeah, we go Rhombur, I think. If we don't draw the ring, it's gonna be sad, but it's okay. If we end up at 5 persuasion anyway, that doesn't really matter. Or more. Okay. Yeah, cool. We're passing on the replacement eyes to get Gurney. We're not aiming for replacement eyes, Buzz Lightyear. I guess it was Woody in that case, but now there is a chance that Beast takes tech negotiation. You know what? He's Beast. If as long as he has the green, he can do it. Let's just go ahead and get that secured. That locks in Gurney. Yeah, giving Armand smuggling is pretty bad, though, so maybe I shouldn't have done it. But, you know, the plus side of this move is that it lets us go to a city. With Beast in the game, we may not be able to win a combat. We'll see. I mean, participating in the combat's good. The spice is really valuable for Rhombur. My audio's a little bit low. Turn it up a little bit. There we go. I played an incredible game at work today that I didn't record, and I wish I had. It was amazing. I finally got the long reach thing to work. It was Leto with long reach, Jessica, and Twisted Mentat. I think that's enough said. It was pretty crazy. Mimic orders and plans within plans. Plans within plans sounds like it cheapens it, but I won by, I think, 4 points, so you can take away the plans within plans, and it's still the same outcome. Yeah, it's one of those ones where I just wish I was recording it. But if I had been recording it, there would have been no commentary. It would have been one of those bonus footage episodes, and I just feel like people don't really like those very much. I just think people don't like those very much. So that's one of the reasons like I haven't been recording those games as much. It just seems like they don't get very many views. People don't really like them. It's actually pretty flattering when I hear people say that they watch for the commentary, because I don't think my commentary is especially awesome, but I'm flattered that people think so. It's annoying that she got Hardy Warriors. That's extremely strong for her, but at the same time, I could not have prevented it. So now we could, if we're going to talk prevention here, I could go Reconnaissance to Carthag. And what that accomplishes is, if we draw a combat card, we can play blocker on her. And the combat's good even if we don't. So I think that's probably the play. Yeah, you're supposed to play your experimentations, but not losing the game to Tessius. Oh my god, I can get directorship round 1. I don't think I should. I don't think that's a good idea, but I could do it. So these two both have actions, so putting any troops in at all is kind of a risk. We already have enough spice to pick up the film. Not with our ring, if we don't play to a spice space. Put 2 troops in, that's a pretty decent little medium. But that's usually a bad decision to do that, especially with no daggers, so I'm just going to stay out of it. That charisma is actually incredible, though. Get Gurney this round. Show him directorship right later with this. Now there is a game that we have to play where we'd have to try to figure out how late we can let this card go. Now hypothetically, if we pick it up, if we pick it up round 1, it does supercharge our ability to hit interstellar shipping. The problem is we really don't have a way to get that second bump, so that first bump may not do anything. The Solarion reveal, if we draw it like round 2 or 3, is actually also pretty decent. Man, imagine if Kwisatz was in the row. And we could get like a round 1 Kwisatz. That'd be crazy. No, when the fallback is Gurney Halleck, I just don't think you want to use the Charisma. Because Gurney has 2 Persuasion on him, so he feeds back into the directorship later. Oh, she's got a ring. That's so gross. Oh, no. Alright, well. It is what it is. So let's start thinking about what we want to get from the Talaxu row for later. Face Dancer is pretty good. Guild Impersonator is okay. I'm not in love with either of these cards. This card I feel like is very situational. Like if you're playing a Leza, it's good. If you're playing Memnon, it's good. It's actually very good with the Leza. But yeah, I think it's situational at the end of the day. This card is pretty decent though. It's just that like if we pick this up instead of like a Stitched Horror, it's going to be kind of sad. Or like a Scientific Breakthrough especially. Blew these guys out of the water on Persuasion. Ooh, you know what? I would really like an Imperium Ceremony. 3 Persuasion pretty much locks in the directorship if we don't get the row blown up if we can get this card. The only problem is we drew both our convincings. And this hand has like 3 Persuasion in it, so I don't think it's going to happen. Now we could go Tech Negotiation, Mimic Film, potentially. And that actually puts us up to 5 Persuasion. So yeah, maybe. Deck building Rhombur. It's kind of a fun concept. This is a pretty good combat, actually. Look at a very good combat. We probably want a Hardy here. If it's available. Tessie is going to be Interstellar Shipping like immediately, which is pretty terrifying. I think the Hardy Warriors is more valuable than the Mnemonic Film is. It's tough to say with the directorship out, but I think the 2 shipping bumps is just such a huge tempo play. I don't know, but the problem is like I don't know that I'm going to get those bumps redeemed. I have 0 on Guild, and I'm not getting Smuggling for quite a while. Yeah, I'm talking myself into going Tech Negotiation here. Tessia cannot go to Hardy Warriors, and neither can Beast. So the only player that can actually, like, credibly threaten the space is Armand, and Armand's not going to do that, because he's going to go Swordmaster. So if it's available, Tech Negotiation is the better play. Yeah, it is the better play. Where'd my phone go? There it is. Let me charge this thing. Okay, Beast goes for the film. The row is so fire, I don't blame him. Honestly. New tech is Wind Traps. Ooh, okay. Yeah, I would definitely pick that up, actually. Still suits, okay. Does he not have yellow? No, he does. He's just slow walking it because no one can beat him to it. Now, Fold Space is available. I could go to Fold Space, but Tessie is sitting in front of me, so I don't think the value is very high. I think we just do this. We could go up, down, and just take the money. We'll see what happens there. If we go Wealth, Up down gives us 8 next round, so I think that might be the play. We'll see. Getting that Seek Allies out of the way improves the persuasion of our deck quite a bit. The alternative to Wealth is Wind Traps, right? We use the Signet Ring to pick up Wind Traps at Imperial Basin. Get a water back, and then, you know, we have a synergy going with Gurney potentially. Which is nice. But we haven't experimented yet. Tessia doesn't have faction, so we're guaranteed access to wealth if we want it. So the thing, I don't know, the difficult thing with Wind Traps is like it gives us that water back immediately, so we know for a fact it's good value. But it does derail Swordmaster quite a bit. Like yeah, we probably still get it if we draw back into the Diplomacy specifically next round, but we don't have any Emperor access besides that card. I don't want to get caught where I don't have any persuasion all game. So I think I'm just going to go ahead and play faction. You need to get those faction spaces going eventually. And we picked up a card that we want to play every single time. So that's one other thing that kind of makes us prefer Swordmaster Path, I think. If he puts in 1 troop versus more, it's a tell. If he puts in like 2 or 3 troops, we know he's trying to fight me. He's got a dagger in the play area. He's got a dagger in hand. So he only puts 1 in, it looks like, which is amazing value for 1 troop. I don't trust myself to win enough combats to make Wind Traps worth it either, is the other thing. I'm pretty bad at combat. Do we buy Liaison? That's an interesting question. The thing is, I don't know that we want the Liaison. Like, I mean, I guess it's green. We're going to shuffle the deck with 3 green in it. There's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 10 cards with 3 green. So maybe we want it just so that we have access to Swordmaster. But if we draw a Gurt... Okay, well, that tells us we probably don't want Liaison. Oh, he's got enough for both of them. Brutal. It's a real shame. I really wanted that row. We got our own detonation token. I mean, I could blow something up looking for the second in the shadows, but I think the odds of that happening are quite low. The question becomes, do we pick up a Face Dancer? I think the answer to that is no. We can't dilute our green right now, so let's just hold off. Yeah, we could pick it up with the Quartermaster, and that could be cute. I'm not in love with the play. Yeah. Now that the directorship is gone, the value of Liaison also goes down, so I'm just going to buy nothing. Coordinates his dagger out. Buys a Liaison. Advance and recall. Money. Now Beast can conspire all he wants, but I still have him beat there. And we do draw the Signet Ring, so that's good. Next hand's gonna suck, though. We drew all our good stuff. So we definitely want to play Gurney. That'll shake the hand up a little bit. Gurney to Airkeen's at draw 2, which will, again, it'll help fix this out. Man, what a beautiful row. Killed too soon. I mean, all 3 of these cards are like top 10 cards. This is whatever, but these 3 are incredible. We still don't have a tech. Not that that needs to necessarily be a priority, but we do have our Signet Ring. Signet Ring to Imperial Basin by Wind Traps could be pretty good. Where's Beast's Ring? Do we know? We do not know. Nobody's biting till like 0 cards. It's like a standoff. Okay. She's gonna go to 8, so definitely Signet Ring to Swordmaster. And there's no tech that we can buy here, so we just take this, take the negotiator for better or for worse. And Tessia is popping off. That negotiator, end turn. We want to play Gurney Diplomacy most likely. Although the spice is good too. If we want to play Imperial Basin, that's fine. I like the idea of getting a 2 on Fremen relatively quickly because we want to open up more cities for Gurney to go to, right? Machine culture. Okay, interesting. I usually save the card in situations like that, but to each their own. Going Wealth again might not be a bad idea. Sets up for Dreadnought purchase. We definitely want to play Gurney. So Gurney to Carthag if Carthag's taken Arakeen, and we'll play from there. If the Imperium row were any good, I think we would consider going to Arakeen over Carthag, but it's not. Yes, we can blow the row up, but that's always a kind of a gamble. I feel that Beast and Tessie are the ones that are taking off right now. Armand has got some good stuff going, but Beast has In the Shadows and also Chome Director, or Chome Delegate, whereas Tessia has 3 points. She got the water, she got the spice, she's got international shipping, she's got Acelari, she's got a lot. With the film, I almost feel like Beast has more long-term momentum, but we'll see. Bashar takes the troop, I'm guessing, or did it take the trash? Trash a dagger. That's not usually what you're supposed to do with Bashar. Yeah, it's not what you do with Bashar. Trash your reconnaissance, sure. Your dagger, no. That doesn't give me a lot of faith in Beast. This game. Yeah. Let's go ahead and take Gurney to see what our options are. Now we can pick up the wind traps and get a water out of it. Which I do think is better than playing the diplomacy. 3 intrigues, Armand could beat us, though. Like, we have 0 combat intrigues. Now, Dagger to Tech Negotiation does take us to 5 Persuasion. I would get the Embedded Agent, for sure. Like, yes, I don't have any Bene Gesserit right now, but... Good lord, that reveal. It's still a pretty good card. Although the Green Infiltration is not as valuable now, so maybe we'd be better off blowing up the road and looking for a TM. I don't know. We'll see. Oh, okay. Well. Ooh. Full scale. Hello. We probably will blow this up. Full scale is really cool, but we are 1 persuasion short. Double Convincing Dagger next round is going to be kind of iffy, to be honest. I guess we could buy Legion. It's more faction. It's more troops. If we get the Wind Traps, it's going to be more water as well. That's probably better than detonating, honestly. Holds them. Okay. I did consider the disposal facility. The disposal facility would let us trash the dagger immediately, but we wouldn't get one on reveal. It would lower the chances that we get screwed on the next round. So I think we do buy the Face Dancer here. Okay. Goes to Mentat with Guild Bankers. Well, this is pretty below rate. I guess if we take this and Face Dancer, we could potentially take the Legion to Fremen, which is pretty strong. Armand does not have 2 on Guild, so I'm not that afraid of him getting the Smuggler's Thopter. So let's buy the Legion. Face Dancer is fine. And basically, there's only like 2 bad cards we could draw. Dagger and Reconnaissance. And even Reconnaissance isn't that bad. It'll take us to Research Station, fix our hand. So really, we just don't want to draw the Dagger. We have 1 Fremen card so far. Probably this is the signal to blow the row up. We really can't let Armand have this. He can trash down to his liaisons, and he's already bought 1. Plus he has Corrupt Smuggler. Alright, what you got, Armand? You got 6 daggers? No. Cool. Face Dancer Diplomacy. Not too bad. It's not like I'm not in love with it, but I mean, you know, it's fine. I'd like yellow so I can hit Haga Basin, but we don't always get what we want. We can only really hit faction here. We at least get to draw a card. So where's Face Dancer going, basically? Hardy Warriors would be kind of a foolish play, because unless we draw Gurney again, which I wouldn't count on it, we probably don't have enough troops to make that work. Selective Breeding would be my first choice, but I can't do that. So I guess we're going to Wealth. We already have extra for that. Well, Wealth opens up Mentat as a possibility, so yeah, let's do Wealth. But not if we graft it to Dagger. Well, there's still a lot of green in this deck, so let's do it. There we go. Never didn't have it. So, I don't know if we want to, how early we want to detonate here. I don't think we want to wait. Yes, charisma for full scale assault is cool, especially with the Deado out, but well, you know, if we can get to 8, maybe that is worth it. Like, we have a wind traps, right? You think we want to gurney the research station? I think we do. We're so far behind on research. I mean, we literally have done 0 research and 0 scarabs. So I do think that probably is the play. And that pretty much guarantees that we'll have the persuasion to buy the full scale. We're gonna outbeast Beast here. I think that's the long-term plan. Outbeast the Beast. We do have fairly limited access to spice. That's the only problem. Yeah, we have a little water, but the spice accumulations are not going our way. Don't worry, we have lots of yellow next round. So that's decent, I suppose. Beast to 8, but Tessia beats him to Swordmaster by the looks of it. Yeah. Okay, research first, because there's no choice here. Legion, reconnaissance, ring. Technically, we can deploy as many of these as we want if we don't play the Legion, which we're not going to play it. Playing it to Mentat wouldn't be bad. Let's throw in 1 sort of value troop, and we can respond as needed. Signet ring is interesting. I don't know what to think about that. I'm guessing he's going to get the Holtzman. That might be a sign. Yeah, that might be a sign that we do have to detonate here, because we really can't let him get the Kynes and also Holtzman. And also Chimerky. We'll see. I could also just early reveal for her. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. Let's wait and see what happens. So Beast is not in the combat. And Beast is going to reveal before Armand does. And Beast definitely has 5 persuasion. I don't think he would... He does have 5 cards. Maybe he's going to buy the full scale. His 2-0 persuasion cards are in his discard pile. He's already trashed out a dagger. Maybe he's going for the full scale. It wouldn't be smart. Like, he would be better off with Kynes, unless he has a plan to get the Deado. Well, he's got the spice for it. Maybe he will. I think I might need to blow this up. We have one more turn to think about it because Armand has not used all of his agents. Okay, he early reveals. I don't like it, but it's an acceptable cost to me if he's early revealing for it. Also because it takes him out of contention in the combat with me. Like, I can pretty much win the combat now on my own. Card's not bad, it's just we don't have a... Okay, he goes for the full scale. Right? High priority fishing for the Kwisatz. Now he goes for the SMF. Okay, cool. 50-50, we don't have to use the charisma if we go to go to Arakeen with Signet Ring. It's not a horrible idea. I don't feel like I need the troop. Spice gives us the spice we need for Ditto, so it's pretty good. Yeah. That's a bummer. Okay. Negotiator. We have more troops than we need, so we'll just put them in. Guard ourselves against a Intrigue card. Let's pop the Charisma. Full scale assault. Hello. Reclaim forces, take a Scarab. Get a water from the combat. Armand has moved into top threat now. Holtzman plus Kynes is terrifying. We already have at least 2 other threat cards. Okay. So we have no ability to buy attack. We don't have any green. We don't have our ring. Just want a research station again, maybe? Yeah, it allows us to throw the Dread in, so I think it's pretty good. We draw first before we make our decision. Gurney, okay. This is just better. Gives us an Intrigue. Better late than never. Those Rhombur Dreads, those kind of kick ass. Like, it's going to be a challenge for anyone besides Beast to beat me in the combat. Tessia could Highliner, but she doesn't want to do that. Oh, he's trashing his diplomacy to the pheromones. That's super interesting. They'll get paid off if Spy Satellites comes out. So we didn't draw any green. We haven't trashed anything out of our deck. It's pretty unlikely. There's 4 green in our draw pile. Oh well. Let's just keep snowballing combat victories. What do we think about Shai Halud? Probably just better to buy an SMF if possible. Disposal. Okay. Round 5 is very late for disposal facility. I don't think you can justify it unless you've got like a machine culture, which I know you don't have because it's in the discard pile. This card sucks. I don't think we're finishing the research track this game. We go this way and try to go as fast as we can. I think we still have to do it. Two-thirds of our draw pile is green, so we're very likely to be able to have access to either Mintout or Dreadnought. Or just Deado from Tech Negotiation. I mean, Deado is the clearest way that we can leverage our combat advantages into points. So, going to Carthag. Demand respect is so good here. No Deado. Base Dancer allows us to play our experimentation, which is pretty good. But where to? Wealth is like, okay. Could transition into High Council, maybe. Fold Space is fine, but we have so many awesome cards, we don't really need to play Fold Spaces. I think it might just be Secrets. We could pop Guild Authorization if we go over. But we have Demand, so we need to kind of play with that in mind. We can always just demand up Emperor. She plays her Diplomacy, so she's probably not going to be hitting Highliner. Did she pick up Guild anywhere? No. So we're not getting Highliner on. Okay, so Experimentation can not go to Secrets, actually, which is kind of a bummer, because that's the place I want to take it. So I guess we're just going to go Wealth. Okay. Well, maybe we're buying Shai-Hulud after all. We actually get to the spice point first, which is a little bit surprising. And we can deploy more troops in if somebody responds militarily here. I think we probably deploy at least one just to ensure that we get the demand respect off. I don't know. I mean, I don't think anyone's contesting this. I've got 10 strength. That's before I reveal. Okay, Beast is contesting it. I really needed to get Deado this round. Drawing this many cards without drawing a green is kind of really bad for me. Basically just like a lost point. Trashing the SMF instead of getting a troop, it implies he's not contesting. So we don't want to deploy with Legion. Is it even worth buying Shai-Hulud? Like, is this card even good? Because I don't even know if it is. Like, do we really need more help winning combats? Like, wouldn't having Chani be better? Pull the row up and look for Jessica. Like, why leave three good Fremen cards here for Armand? Okay, so Bennett Lilacs Researcher is pretty good. Ixen Engineer is potentially very good. We think we're probably at like 2 tech. We probably do get a point out of this before the game ends. I think that this is just a more universally useful card. Fervor is interesting because the card sucks. But it does cross us over the threshold here. And it could enable some pretty serious stuff. So I'm going to do it. We're in round 5. The fact that the card stinks is not really that big a deal at this point. Oh, he's got guild bankers. Oh, this is very dangerous. I did not realize he also had guild bankers. I would have early revealed. Yikes. He's not close to any alliances that we can steal. We can just push Fremen. Like, more water is pretty good for Rhombur. Push guild. Don't know that I need the Solari for anything, though. Might matter with this ambassador in play, though. If we go this route, we probably do get the second scarab point. Got the guild ambassador. It was Tessia. I kind of don't want her to get that to go off. Thank you, Dreadnought. Very nice. Well, here's all our green now. We just, like, don't need Highliner this game. Like, we can beat Tessia if Tessia goes to Highliner in the last combat. Beast is a different story because he has 7 troops in reserve and a Bashar, but yeah. He's trashed a lot of cards. I think Armand is clearly our competition here. It's actually pretty scary. we have an insane influx of troops. Like 2 troops from Full Scale, 2 troops from Gurney, 2 troops from Legion. It's like actually kind of crazy. Don't get those damn detonation devices, thank you. Okay, what's the next tech? Ordnance. Yeah, we don't care about that. What do we think about Mentat here? I mean, our deck is so good, I think we might want to do it early. Like, no one's going to Dreadnought, right? So, yeah, I think it might be good. Besides, if we're buying a Dreadnought, we're not getting High Council, right? So there we go. Unless we hit full space. Which we might. Get those devices going. That way we don't have to go to Dreadnought space. Convincing's not very good. That's one of the weaker cards we could draw. Yeah, there's no getting around it. That's not great. Although if it gets us an Ixie Engineer point, it might be fine. I won't say worth it, but fine. I think full scale to Siege Tabor, maybe. Just load up more water. We get paid at Arakian. And it improves our options, which we're starting to run out of. Interesting that Armand's chasing her on that. Maybe he figures she's going to start shuffling him away to get up on Emperor. I don't think she's going to do that. Really, Beast should be the one that has that alliance because he's got the In the Shadows, but it doesn't always work out that way. It's not a guarantee when you have that card. It just makes it much more likely to happen. Main problem is the daggers just kind of sit there and don't do anything. I mean, it's not true. I can go to High Council with them if I can get to full space. I just don't really want to hit full space, but if I don't think I'm going Highliner, then it's probably the play. Yeah, it's probably the play. This probably needs to be my next play, actually. Well, but then I run out of actions, right? Maybe. Depends on if Armand goes High Council or not. Tessia doing this implies Tessia's going High Council, I think. So let's open up our options by hitting Arakian. Or we could just take that alliance before Tessia does. Okay, just kidding. If she's not going to go up on Guild, then do that. Not the best card we could have drawn. 2 stinkers in a row here. Do 3 for now. I don't think we want to super commit on this. Armand doesn't seem to be committing on it either. The troops from going to wealth are more valuable than the fold space, and Tessia is going to rocket up that track, so we probably need to claim that faster. So I'm kind of talking myself into going wealth here. Beach is probably going to grab the Ixion before I can. Not that I have the persuasion anyway. Next round I'm going to have a pretty good hand. We're talking Researcher, Gurney, Legion. We should be able to win the combat without too much trouble. Tessia will have Highliner, so there's that, but as long as she doesn't have crazy cards, we'll be fine. Bureaucrat could matter. Probably only going to get to play Researcher once. Highliner. Oh, okay. Early Highliner. Interesting. Well, I think I don't super care about that. We should just save our resources for next combat. So let's hit fold space here. Maybe we should hit the... I think this is more valuable. Well, but Tessia... We don't care what Tessia does. She's not going to win. Armand's going to win. Yeah, we go to wealth. There's his Holtzman point, right? Yeah, there's his Holtzman point. He actually trashed a Fremen card. I don't know if he knew that card wasn't Fremen, or was Fremen. It's not... It doesn't look like a Fremen card, but it is. So is it High Council here or Dreadnought? I think Dreadnought's better. It leaves us with enough Solari to hit Mentat next round. Like, yeah, we don't really have a tech we can buy, but the Dreadnought itself is valuable. Like, it's a lot of strength. And if the game goes to round 8, we'll be very glad we have it. Can't get to 6 persuasion, or we probably would change our play to High Council here. So, Dreadnought. Just don't want to buy anything here. I suppose we could try to run the well drive liaisons for Armand. What are the odds that really comes up? Where's the... 5 of them. Yeah, but that's not going to happen, so just end the turn. lot of water going out. Research station is going to be hotly contested here. Imperial Basin. Tessia troop could make a difference, but she doesn't have Highlander Spice, so I don't think she's going to be able to win it. No Gurney really sucks here. We can graft Researcher to Experimentation for 2 researches. Could be pretty good. Do like Faction Bump, take Guild. If Tessia doesn't, which she probably does. But she don't have City, so that's kind of sucks. We like have to go to Mentat if we want to draw cards. This is really bad. We have 2 cards that draw cards, and we didn't draw either of them. And our access to the desert itself is pretty limited. There goes the research station. We actually might not win this combat. I don't know if we have enough like ability to deploy this game. We have to hit Mentat first action, which I don't love. We can deploy 3 from the Legion, though, but it doesn't deploy the Dreadnoughts. 2 research. What are we taking? I think we take Faction Bump, which is guaranteed a point, because if we don't take it on Guild, we take it on Fremen. Take Faction Bump. I guess we trash the Dagger. That probably doesn't come up ever, but it's fine. And drawing a card, I mean, the worst would be Spiritual Fervor by a lot. But if we can draw either of these 2 cards, we have a 2/3 chance of bailing ourselves out of this hand. She likes to think pretty hard on her turn. She doesn't take the Alliance. What did she do? Hurricane. So we do this, do this. Don't be Spiritual Fervor. Cool, 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 cool. Guild. Gurney is like an absolute godsend here. It's possible that both the cities get taken, but I don't think it's going to happen. Oh, interesting. Is he going to use the pheromones? He is. Okay. Well, I can't interfere with that right now. Filled space, okay. Pretty good combo. Good thing he doesn't have 5 spice, that's all I'll say about that. We can use Disguised Bureaucrat to reinforce it, which I think we probably do want to do because Armand is the threat right now. We can't do it immediately, but we can do it... Well, actually, we can finish the research track with an experimentation. Snooper, okay. And Gurney's most likely going to draw us to Face Dancer. Not most likely, it's 50%, but Gurney draws us into more action is the point. Like, even the Spiritual Fervor is a Scarab that we buy. Gets a block on reveal. I think it's been like an hour and a half. Or maybe it's just been an hour. I think they're playing really slow. Let's check the recording. Recording is at just 1 hour. I'm overestimating it. Okay, he takes Carthage, so there is a chance we can't play Gurney if Tessia takes Siege Tabor. I don't think she would do that, but you never know. Cool. A lot of competition for this one. Oh, we don't have 2 on Fremen. Okay, so we have a fix for this. Do this. We do this. And I do think we have to take it on Fremen because we kind of need to play Gurney here. Let's wait and see. Yeah, I know Guild is important, but so it looks like Armand's not taking Guild. I don't know why you'd put troops in on this. You're definitely not going to win unless you've got Highlighter. The planet is like so heavily frequented. Only like 2 actions have been spent and not at planet spaces. I don't even know if Siege Tabor's going to make it back to me, to be honest. No, it's not. Man, okay. Well, we can buy the troops on reveal. It just kind of sucks. But like, see, we throw 3 in with Legion. Man, this stinks. We throw 3 in with Legion. Takes us from 8 to 14. 2 from Gurney takes us to 18. That's only a tie. So we actually don't win the combat. Which means we might as well play the Legion. Bummer. These were the 3 cities this round. Okay. She's not... Oh, she's stealing it. Okay. That's fine. And it's not good, but I'd rather her have it than Armand, weirdly enough. So... We already have 2 Dreadnoughts. There's no point in going to Dread, so I guess we just go to tech negotiation. Maybe we prevent Armand from doing something useful. Probably not. Put a negotiator down. Like maybe he needed that persuasion. Probably not. If we draw a ring next round, we can utilize it pretty well. Buy the flagship. We just really got screwed by our hand this round. And we kind of needed to draw Gurney, or we needed to draw the Face Dancer. We didn't draw either of them until we spent a lot of effort digging. We did draw it on the first action on the Mentat, but that delay cost us the ability to actually play Gurney. Because by the time that we actually got there, all of the cities had been taken. Infiltrate. Oh, interesting. Okay. Well, well, all right. I tried. Shuttle Fleet's pretty good though. It's like potentially like a point or two. I could choose to put the Industrial Espionage on top of my deck. Graft it with Face Dancer. If I did that, it would draw me in 2 cards, basically, and refund the specimen that I spent. There's really not a downside to that. Besides that the specimen is kind of... Well, no, because I'm spending it. We kind of need Bene Gesserit, honestly. It's not that bad. Goes to green, which lets us get the Shuttle Fleet, potentially. But when we have the Gurney and we have the full scale, I think we just don't bother with this type of thing. We have the guaranteed green access in the opening hand with the Industrial Espionage, so why bother? Ooh, finally he doesn't get an SMF. Took long enough. There's another Fremen card for him, but... Well, I don't know. He's kind of polluting his deck, though. Like, if he doesn't draw the Kinds, he's kind of in trouble. He's got a Holtzman, though, so he probably does draw everything he needs. We have a bajillion spice. Man, yeah, missing that Detonation Devices was really painful. So we drew the full scale. So this is guaranteed on reveal. It's like 6 daggers. Which is pretty awesome. I think it's better to reveal this than play it. Man, I cannot get a research station to save my life, huh? So we can actually steal her Guild Alliance. Just kidding. Just kidding. So let's do this. Fremen BG. And we have the Highliner option if we need it. Oh, it's Economic Supremacy, though. We've got a Scarab we can buy on reveal. That's annoying. This is definitely the last round. I think we just Highliner for the value, though. Unfortunately. Problem is, Armand has a Charmarchy. It's really scary. He's at 10 points already. And if he gets second in the combat, we're kind of screwed. Which is not like there's a way for me to stop that, but yeah. Selective breeding probably gives me an SMF. But then what does this guy's bureaucrat even accomplish at that point? Probably nothing. She could have a guild ambassador again. It's a close game. Okay, selective is off the table. Stop chasing my alliances. Okay. How are we supposed to deploy here? Our only city is full scale. I guess we can just go to like Hardy. We have a lot of resources, so if we can win without going to Highliner, we can probably buy a ton of points. Like right now we're sitting at like 12 plus 6, 18, 19. I don't think we even have to put anything else in the combat. We just probably just win it. So we can probably just go to like smuggling. Experimentation does cantrip a card, which is pretty nice. The only problem is we don't get the, like, we lose the specimen, which is a real cost. But we're buying a point for it, so whatever. These guys play so slowly. Tessie's got 8 cards in hand. She probably has the point from the ambassador, so she may end up winning this game. I don't think so. I think Armand's got her beat. Go away, Armand. Okay, so I could full scale to stop him, but that cost me 6 daggers. I really don't want to do that. And it's like, if I don't win the combat, it's like I lose like 3 points. It's really bad if I don't win the combat. Hopefully Tessia like blocks wealth or something. No, she's going for second place in the combat. So what are we doing here? I mean, Armand could have, like, he wouldn't have done that if he wasn't planning on stealing the alliance, right? And if we lose the alliance to Armand goes to 11 points at a minimum. We go down to 7. We get 4 from the combat, we go back up to 11. Disguise bureaucrat. Is it better for us to disguise bureaucrat on Emperor? Because, like, Armand is probably the one that beats us, right? So and I don't think, yeah, because here's the math, right? If he steals Emperor, we're at 8, he's at 10. If he doesn't steal Emperor, we're at 8, he's at 9, right? This is better for our score relative to Armand Kaz to go up on Emperor. So we actually already have the Solari that we need. So more troops is better. So we're guaranteed like 4 points in this combat. We ended up not getting a point from Bene Gesserit. Dispensation. Early reveal. Okay, so he goes to 11. 11 with Shamarki. We don't know what his Intrigue card is, which could win him the game. Tessie is probably going to be at 11 also, without Shamarki. But if she gets a point from the combat, she's probably at 12. Shaver, deploy one. Okay. Maybe he can beat her for second. I strongly doubt it. After buying, we still have 5 spice, which is weird because that's what everybody else has. So it's going to be an awkward tiebreaker. She goes to 11. Game's officially over. But we can get more points than her. Now, her in-game intrigue probably put her over the edge. We don't want to flip a Jessica on accident and screw things up. Let's just end turn here. So we get 4 points from the combat, we go to 12. The question is if people have the in-game points to do that. Tessia does not have the spice. Like, if she doesn't have any in-game points, but she gets second in the combat, it's not enough for her. Ooh, okay, Raban. He doesn't have spice in his flow. But if he gets second in the combat, he goes to 12. With more spice than me. So we kind of need Tessie to beat him here. I might lose on that distinguished, what is it called? Use that intrigue, okay. So Tessie is going to beat him in the combat. That's fine. Oh, maybe not. Oh, no. Okay, he's going to win. Beats me on 1 spice. 1 spice. Tessie didn't have any in-game points. If she had 1 more dagger, I would have won. 1 more dagger. Crazy game. Man, I felt like I should have won that one. But really what it came down to, I guess... Let's see what Armand revealed. Like, did he have a way of stealing that alliance? If he had Emperor... So when Armand revealed, he had 9 and no access to Emperor. So maybe I should have been counting cards. But we really didn't know where his cards were. We knew he didn't have diplomacy, actually. So what we should have done is we should have gone up on BG, and I think we would have won. Oh well. It was a fun game.